We've made it through week 10 of our 2024 college football season simulation on EA Sports College Football 25, getting closer and closer to the end of this season and closer to the beginning of the real life college football season. We're going to show you the rankings here in this video. And again, every 3 days we finish a week and we'll show you the rankings and how they have changed, and we'll go all the way through the college football playoff as we simulate the entire season. All right, so we start here at the bottom, BYU. So there was actually a typo last week. Purdue, I think it was Purdue that I had on there twice. That was not supposed to be Purdue. It was supposed to be BYU. But BYU at 25. Tennessee at number 24. They're 5-3. South Carolina also 5-3. They're at number 23. Georgia Tech at number 22, 6-3, and Colorado 6-2 at number 21. Biggest surprise here, I would say, is South Carolina, and BYU a bit of a surprise as well. Again, these simulations have been interesting. They've been very interesting. I'd actually say the ones that we did on NCAA Football 14 were more accurate. But who knows? Maybe these turn out to be more accurate. You never know what's going to happen until you get into the season. Here's 16 through 20. Rutgers at number 20. They're at 6-2. Maryland at 6-2. And again, I ranked these teams how I felt the playoff committee would do it. That's why you see 3 loss teams ahead of 2 loss teams, just because of the resumes and the schedules that they've played. Georgia and Florida both have played pretty tough schedules. They're 5-3. They're at 17-18. And yeah, Georgia 3 losses at this point. I don't think anyone expects that to happen. Iowa at number 16. They are 7-2. All right, let's get to, and I'm probably going to start showing as we get to the end of this thing. We'll look at the standings for each conference so you can see, what teams need to do to get to their conference championships and whatnot, and maybe even post the full standings. We'll see, but that we'll do that maybe in the next week or two. But here we go, 16 through 20. Now moving on to 11 through 15. Iowa State at 6-2. Texas A&M at number 14. They are 7-2. West Virginia 6-2. They're at number 13. Boston College, a huge surprise. They're at 7-1. Number 12 in the country. Again, there have been some surprises. Arizona at number 11, they're 8-1. So biggest surprise here, it's Boston College. Every other team, it wouldn't shock me if Arizona, West Virginia, Texas A&M, Iowa State, if those teams are in the top 15, it would not shock me. But some of them would be a little bit of a surprise. Let's go to the top 10 now. Purdue at number 10, just behind Penn State. They're at number 9. I think these teams might actually play this week, and we're going to kick off week 11. That's going to start today, so after this video you'll see the game starting. But Penn State, Purdue, they're at 9-10. Michigan at number 8, they're 8-1. Auburn at number 7, 8-1. They're a bit of a surprise, and Purdue for sure. So Auburn and Purdue definitely surprises in the top 10. And Notre Dame at number 6. Penn State, remember, they were undefeated. They just lost to Ohio State, and because of that, again, when you look at the resumes, Ohio State gets the bump and they go to number 1. So Ohio State now at number 1. They jump ahead of Alabama and Oklahoma. Crimson Tide and Sooners at 2 and 3. Then you've got a couple of ACC teams. Clemson and North Carolina, both undefeated, ranked number 4 and number 5. So those teams are having great seasons there in the ACC. We don't have any undefeated Big 12 teams. Like always, the Big 12 just kind of beating up on each other. We've always seen that, and that seems to be the case with these simulations as well. So that's your top 25. Again, week 11 starts today, and you can watch these games all day long, every single day, until we get to the end of the season, and we'll crown our simulated season national champion.